Marcia Diane's transformation from personal pain to purpose has positioned her as a pioneering force in trauma healing. As the founder of Essential Mastery, she has dedicated over 21 years to counseling, guiding thousands through the complexities of PTSD, addiction, and anxiety. A prolific author with nearly 30 books, over 120 published articles, and 220 YouTube videos, Marcia's work has empowered individuals worldwide to break free from trauma and reclaim their strength. Her expertise is deeply personal, helping women navigate profound emotional and subconscious healing with a compassionate yet results-driven approach.
Marcia's been super helpful, giving me tools to use, actual concrete things I can do to move past the traumas that happened in my past.
She's helped me to learn ways to calm myself when I'm really stressed.
The big thing that I wanted to do was to create an environment and a home where my daughter can grow up, where people handle conflicts in a healthy way, and that's what we're doing.
And Marcia really helped me get through all of that just with the simple box breathing technique and or the EFT that I do often.
Her methodology is shaped by direct mentorship from industry leaders, including Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Dr. Bruce Lipton, Dr. Sue Morter, Greg Braden, Dolores Cannon, Tricia McCannon, and Kane and Alessia Minkus. This holistic foundation integrates the physical, emotional, and spiritual dimensions of healing, offering a path to true transformation. Marcia's impact reaches far beyond counseling. She was featured on today's Arizona Woman in Psychology Today's website. She worked at Arizona State University's Counseling Center for a year, then spent 5 years as a senior counselor at Valley Hope Addiction Center and 3 years at Gila River Healthcare. Through one-on-one guidance, public speaking, or her artistic expressions, Marcia creates an environment where women heal, rise, and thrive. Her message is clear: you are not broken, you are evolving. With the right guidance, you can reclaim your power and rewrite your story.
So welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to present to you a powerful webinar called From Surviving to Thriving, How to Create a Life That Feels Good Every Day. So I know that you're here. You're from various places: Arizona, Ohio, Toronto, and that's really cool. So what inspired you to show up for the webinar? Go ahead and put your answers in the chat if you feel like you would like to do that. And I encourage you to share your reflections as we go through this webinar in the chat if you'd like. And then I'll address your questions and comments at the end of the presentation. So I am so grateful for your presence, your participation, and your commitment to your healing journey. The fact that you've chosen to be here tells me something incredible, that you are ready to change. Yay. Congratulations. I'm so honored that you're here with me today. So if you're joining this webinar, chances are that you have been in survival mode, getting through your days by managing stress, handling responsibilities, but feeling like something is missing sometimes. Maybe joy feels distant too often. Maybe peace feels temporary, and life seems more like a struggle than something that you truly enjoy. Today, I want to talk about how to shift from just surviving to truly thriving. How to create a life that feels good every day. Not a perfect life, not a life without challenges, but one where you feel more ease, more joy, more fulfillment than you ever thought possible. Are you ready to take your next steps forward to create a life that feels good every day? Of course you do. Acknowledge yourself for that. Trauma survivors often operate in survival mode, making it hard to experience ease, joy, and true fulfillment. This webinar will help you to shift from just getting through the day to feeling truly alive. Are you ready for that? For those of you who don't know me, I am Marcia Diane, a licensed professional mental health and addictions counselor since 2004. I'm a mother of 2, a grandmother of 3, and most importantly, I am a radiant soul, practicing being present with God, Sugmad, source energy, whatever name you prefer to use. I love channeling pure spirit in the best way I possibly can to help raise the consciousness of women, families, and peoples of the earth. I have taught universal spiritual principles and practices since 1984. I was a prolific painter until my art studio was abducted by my adult son when he moved back in with me 8 years ago. Now I channel my creative juices into creating videos, carousels, and posts for social media. Do you like what I've created? If you aren't familiar with it, check out my social media channels. Links can be found at the bottom of my website, marciadiane.com. So just click on the links and later on you can check out what I've done. And applause is welcome. I've authored 27 books and have over 125 blogs, which you can see on my website. I've spent over 20 years helping women like you overcome emotional triggers, heal from trauma, anxiety, and self-doubt. I teach clients to embrace their innate beauty and strength. Why do I devote my life to helping women? Because I know firsthand how profoundly trauma can shape our lives. My life has been marked by intense challenges, by growing up with an overbearing father, by losing my mother to cancer at age 16, after she went through 5 years of chemo, radiation, and emotional hell. As an adult, I experienced sexual assault, domestic violence, and betrayal many times. Through it all, I have reached a pivotal moment when I realized that if I didn't change my emotional reactions and the patterns that led to poor decisions, I wouldn't survive. That realization sent me on a decades-long path of healing, transformation, and empowerment. Because of my experiences, I know that you too have the power to break free from your traumas and reclaim your joy. Because if I can do it, you can too. That's exactly why I created this webinar to guide you on a transformative journey toward the life you truly desire and deserve. Today, we're going to cover the #1 mindset shift that moves you from fear to freedom, how to break free from overwhelm and burnout, and a few simple daily practices that can bring you joy and more peace and more purpose in your life. So take a deep breath, grab your notebook, and let's begin. Let's discuss the #1 mindset shift that can take you from fear to freedom. We'll start with the most important thing, your mindset. Because of the way you think, the stories you tell yourself, and the beliefs you hold, they determine whether you stay stuck in survival mode or step into thriving. What does survival mode look like? Do you ever feel stuck, anxious, or exhausted, even when nothing is wrong? Are you constantly waiting for the other shoe to drop? For the next problem to appear instead of enjoying the present moment? Have you ever second-guessed yourself and let fear control your decisions? If you have experienced some or all of these things, then maybe you have been just surviving and not really thriving. Do you want to know more? I believe you do. Here are some ways to shift into embracing a thriving mindset. Here's the truth. You were not meant to live in constant struggle. If it's your life purpose to feel good. Have you ever thought of it that way? The biggest shift you can make is realizing that life is not something that you have to get through. It's something you can enjoy. Abraham Hicks teaches, everything is always working out for me. I love that. Consider this mindset shift. Instead of asking, how do I survive this? Ask, how do I create a life that feels good? When you stop seeing yourself as someone who is just getting through life and start seeing yourself as someone who can create joy, healing, and meaning, everything starts to shift. Here's how you can apply this mindset today. Recognize your fear-based thinking. When you think thoughts like, I can't do this, or I'll never feel better, pause and challenge them. Are they true, or are they just an unwelcome habit? Ask better questions. Instead of, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Ask questions to yourself that can reveal your beliefs buried in your subconscious mind. Researchers say that your subconscious mind is 80 to 95% of your mind. There's a lot of buried memories hidden there that runs your show, unknown to your conscious mind. Until you become more aware and start taking control of your subconscious mind, you are an effect of it. Essentially, you are enslaved to it. Give yourself permission to thrive. You do not have to wait for everything to be perfect to feel good now. Life is never perfect, especially for perfectionists who frequently think life can be better than what it is at the present moment. Do you want to break free from overwhelm and burnout? One of the biggest things that keeps us stuck in survival mode is overwhelm. When life feels like it's too much, we shut down. We go on autopilot or burn ourselves out by trying to manage it all. That doesn't work. Can you relate to that? We know we cannot manage it all, but we keep on trying and thinking it's our responsibility to manage everything to our ideals of perfectionism. Perfectionism and the need to control are some of my bad habits. This is a trauma response that literally sucks our energy and leaves us feeling depleted. Phew, that is too much work. Isn't it time to stop the craziness? Why do we stay in overwhelm? Trauma teaches us that stress is normal. If you've ever lived in chaos, stillness can feel uncomfortable and unfamiliar. Have you ever tried to meditate but hated it because your mind kept racing and made you feel like a failure? Recognize that you are not a failure. No matter what you have done or what you have been told, you are distressed and need to make some changes in the ways you think, speak, and act. You need to become the cause of what happens instead of the effect of what happens to you from here on out. People-pleasing and overworking can make you feel unworthy, or can make you feel worthy, but these habits can also drain your energy. Many people may think you're wonderful and like you a lot because you're kind. They can lean on you and taking up too much of your time, but you don't feel you have the right to say no. Has that ever happened to you? Do you feel the need to people please? Is that one of your bad habits? It certainly has been one of mine. It's important to remember that no is a complete sentence. You have the right to say no loud and clear and as often as it takes to get your message across. Setting healthy boundaries is crucial to happiness. Your lack of boundaries leads to exhaustion, resentment, and emotional burnout. Why continue to do this to yourself? You do not have to keep repeating this old pattern. So how do you break free? It starts with 3 powerful shifts. Shift number 1 is to prioritize energy over obligation. Ask yourself, does this thought or action bring me energy or does it drain me? You have the right and the obligation to take good care of yourself. Good self-care, self-compassion, and self-love are vital to good health on all levels. mentally, emotionally, and physically. Stop overcommitting and give yourself permission to rest. I can't tell you how many women have told me that taking care of themselves when they have so much left to do feels selfish. No, it's not selfish. It's self-preserving. You most likely will never get everything on your to-do list done, but that's okay. That's normal. Women have always been taught to take care of themselves and everyone else. Women have always been taught to take care of everyone else and not themselves. We love our families and we want to see them thrive. Of course we do. That's part of a woman's strength and beauty. But we neglect ourselves far too often. Your well-being is your number one priority. You are at the center, at the hub of the wheel of your life and your family's life. Remember the old saying? If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. So true. So prioritize your happiness and your well-being. You'll be glad you do this, and so will everyone else in your life. Except maybe for narcissists who think that they need to be in the center of everyone else's life. But that's a topic for another time. So shift number 2 is creating boundaries that protect your peace. Say no to things that no longer serve you. In order to recognize what no longer serves you, start by being more mindful of what is going on in your life and in your body. Your body knows. Stop ignoring what your body signals to your soul, to you. Your body is naturally very wise. She will scream at you if you keep violating her and not taking care of her. The more you neglect your body, the louder she will scream. Before you know it, you have fibromyalgia or cancer or some other disease. Or you'll get into accidents. Diseases are not accidental. They come from neglect and an improper mindset. You and only you can fix that. Set limits on toxic relationships, social media, and energy-draining habits. You must slow down. I know this is hard if you aren't in the habit of slowing down and prioritizing yourself. Slowing down gets easier with practice. Take breaks for self-care in your day. Scrolling on social media seems relaxing and invigorating, but is it really? Could scrolling be a mindless addiction that prevents you from taking action that you need to take to preserve your energy and create more of the life that you want? Does this resonate with you? Shift number 3 is to start taking care of you first. Your well-being is not selfish. It's essential to good health. In my course, we start off by prioritizing you, your time, your energy, and your well-being. Like I said, nothing works well when you are not working well. Create small daily rituals that bring you peace. We will expand on the importance and ways to develop daily practice rituals in a minute. When you shift away from trying to do everything, instead of focusing on protecting your peace, you will stop living in burnout and start feeling energized. Are you ready for that? Let's discuss some simple daily practices for more peace, purpose, and joy. Now that we've talked about your need for healthy mindset shifts, let's focus on action. What can you do every day to shift into a life that feels good and brings you more joy with each passing day? Here are 3 essential practices for thriving. Number 1 is to start your day with intention. Take 2 to 3 minutes or 5 minutes every morning and set an intention for how you want to feel and what you want to accomplish that day. For example, today I want to move through my day with ease and joy. You may not think that is happening to you now, but you can choose it. You can intend it. You can make it happen. By doing this, you will be creating new neural pathways in your brain so that your old negative thoughts have new developing paths that it can choose to take. Freedom of choice is a wonderful thing. Next, shift from reacting to creating your experience. First, you need to pause and reflect on what is happening. Slowing down and being mindful is the key. Tell yourself to stop reacting and start responding instead. The second essential set of practices for thriving involves creating daily bliss breaks. As a daily practice throughout the day, set a timer on your watch if needed to make time for bliss breaks and make that a new habit. If you do it with fun and playfulness, your brain will learn faster, like children do. The secret to children's rapid mental growth is having fun. I read that children laugh about 300 times per day, while adults laugh only about 10 to 100 times per day. What a difference having fun can make. Do one small thing each day because it brings you joy. Some examples are singing or humming a favorite song, taking deep breaths while walking in nature, write a gratitude note to a loved one, especially to yourself, keep a daily gratitude journal, and pay attention to the small things that you can feel grateful for, like being alive, like being able to laugh, walk, sit up, drink clean water. Joy doesn't have to be earned, it is always available. Why? Because spirit or source energy fills the cosmos and fills your body and mind when you let it in. You are a divine soul made in the image and likeness of the Creator. Remember that. You are so much more miraculous than you think. So stop overthinking and analyzing and worrying and fretting so much of the time. Move your intention 18 inches down from your head to your heart with love and gratitude. The heart is where joy dwells. Sign a lease and move in. The third essential practice for thriving is to rewire your mind before you go to bed. As a 5-minute practice, instead of replaying all the stress of the day at night, ask yourself, what's the one thing I did well today? If you can't think of anything, you have a lot of work to do. Ask your higher self or your higher power, or ask people who love you, what's good about me? If you get caught up in harsh self-judgment, have mercy on yourself. Train your brain to focus on what's good. These practices may seem small, but they are powerful. Because the truth is, your daily habits shape your entire life. You can do these things. Remember the children's book, The Little Engine That Could? As a child, I loved that motivational book. The hero was a tiny train engine trying to do a huge job of pulling a train up a mountain. She took massive action by repeating, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, over and over and over. Repetition can be your friend. Repeat positive affirmations with sincerity and emotional intensity. So now let's look at Tawny and how she moved from surviving to thriving. Here's Tawny's story from surviving to thriving. Tawny, not her real name, had always been a strong woman. She was trained to be strong, or at least that's what everyone told her. She was the dependable one, the one who held everything together at work, at home, and in her friendships. But deep down, she felt like she was barely holding on. For years, she lived in survival mode, constantly overwhelmed because that's what she'd always done. She felt exhausted. Her days were a blur of responsibilities, stress, and self-doubt. Joy felt like something for other people, not for someone as burdened as she was. I'm just getting through the day, she often told herself. But the truth was, she wasn't really living. Tawny's wake-up call. One evening, after a long day at work, Tawny sat alone in her car, gripping the steering wheel, too drained to even walk into her house. She wasn't crying, but she felt empty. It hit her. This wasn't what life was supposed to feel like. The next morning, scrolling through social media, she saw a quote that stopped her. You don't have to wait for life to get better to start feeling better. Something inside her stirred. Could that be true? Had she been waiting for joy instead of choosing it? That day, Tawny made a decision. She was done with just surviving. She didn't know how, but she knew she was going to find a way to create the life that actually felt good. Step one is shifting from fear to freedom. Tawny started paying attention to her thoughts. What she noticed shocked her. Every morning, the first thought was, ugh, another long day. She constantly second-guessed herself, hearing, I can't handle this, on repeat in her mind. She lived in the fear of falling and failing, the fear of not being enough, the fear of letting other people down. She never thought about letting her own self down. One day she read about the power of mindset shifts, and she decided to experiment. Instead of asking, how do I survive this? She started asking, how can I create a life that feels good today? She wasn't aiming for a perfect life, just a feeling better life. And the result? The weight of her fear began to lift. She realized she had more control than she thought, not over life's challenges, but over how she responded to them. Step two, breaking free from overwhelm and burnout. Tawny had spent years putting herself last. She was always busy, yet somehow she felt like she was never doing enough. She felt like a martyr. It was literally draining her energy. It felt so exhausting. One night, a friend asked her, what do you do for yourself? She laughed, I don't have any time for that. Her friend replied, that's exactly why you need it. The next morning, Tawny did something radical. She set a boundary. Instead of checking emails the second she woke up, she took 5 minutes for herself. She stretched. She drank her coffee slowly. She felt herself breathe. It was small, but it was a start. Day by day, she said no to things that drained her energy. She stopped overcommitting to people who didn't value her time. She created space for rest without guilt. And what happened? She felt lighter, calmer, and more in control. Step three. Here's the good part: finding peace, purpose, and joy in small moments. One afternoon, Tawny was rushing through her errands when she noticed a little girl twirling in circles on the sidewalk and laughing for no reason. Tawny stopped. When was the last time she twirled in circles? When was the last time she felt that free? In that moment, Tawny decided to start making space for joy. She took daily bliss breaks. Sometimes a few deep breaths outside. She let go of the belief that life had to be serious all of the time. She gave herself permission to enjoy small moments without earning them. And suddenly, life felt different. She still had responsibilities. She still had challenges, but she also had peace. She had ease. And for the first time in a long time, she had herself. Tawny transformed from surviving to thriving. Today, Tawny doesn't just get through life, she actually enjoys it. She no longer lets fear control her. She has boundaries to protect her peace. She chooses joy, not because life is perfect, because she's worthy of it. And her biggest lesson? Thriving isn't about waiting for things to change. It's about choosing to live fully right now. So if you've ever been where Tawny was, if you feel stuck in survival mode, ask yourself, in what small way can I choose to feel good today? Because thriving starts with one decision. Are you ready? I have helped thousands of women over the last 21 years in my counseling practice. And so I'm going to read you 3 testimonials. This is what Angela said. I'm forever grateful for Marcia Diane's guidance. She helped me reframe obstacles, find healthy solutions, and approach life's challenges with new perspective. Marcia is a professional, trustworthy, and highly effective. I highly recommend her to anyone seeking real transformation. Sandy said, Marcia's psychotherapy has transformed my life beyond my wildest dreams. I once believed I was broken, but she showed me a clear path to wholeness and worth. Through EFT strategies and cognitive techniques, she's helped me regain emotional balance and embrace my self-worth. And here's a testimonial from Deanna. Marcia's wisdom and insight has transformed my healing journey like no other counselor. She helped me uncover hidden fears, release what was holding me back, and set healthy boundaries in relationships that had drained me. Thanks to her, I stand stronger and more empowered. So, remember these 3 takeaways. Mindset shifts are vital. You don't have to live in survival mode. You are allowed to thrive. Only you can shift, and you are allowed to do that. You can shift your thoughts and your attitude. Are you ready for that? Break free from overwhelm. Protect your energy. Set boundaries and prioritize yourself. You deserve to kick out unwanted intruders, people as well as your own thoughts. Daily practices matter. Small habits create lasting peace, purpose, and joy. You have the power to shift from surviving to thriving, not by changing your entire life overnight, but by making small daily choices that lead to big transformation. Now I want to hear from you. What's one small shift you're committed to making today? Drop it in the chat or write it down in your journal now. If you're ready to go deeper, I invite you to join me in my program, Surviving to Thriving. In this program, we'll take these ideas and turn them into real-life transformations, helping you to step fully into the life that you were meant to live. You don't have to wait for joy, ease, and fulfillment. You can start right now. Let's do this together. Isn't it time to thrive? I have worked diligently for countless hours to create a program to give you so much value. I plan to over-deliver so that you can get what you need. In my program, you will learn how to reframe limiting beliefs and step into confidence. You will learn many emotional regulation techniques that actually work. You will learn how to create boundaries and reclaim your voice. So many women have no idea how to do that. It doesn't take much time once you learn how. You will gain a step-by-step framework to build the life that you deserve. The only question is, are you ready to take action today? Now I'm going to tell you everything you get when you invest in my program today. First of all, I love you and all women, suffering or not. Because I very much want to help you thrive, I'm going to give you everything I've got. In my online course and membership program, Surviving to Thriving, Your Journey to Resilience and Empowerment, you will get a great many lessons and features in online 6 modules. Each module includes evidence-based transformational tools and therapies, training videos, audio files, transcripts, and colorful workbooks that I call playbooks. It's valued at $3,995. You will get live weekly group sessions with hot seats for an entire year on Zoom. A hot seat happens when a woman wants personal attention for her question or life challenge. I have never seen a program give a full year of live weekly group sessions with hot seats. Most programs that I have seen give 4 months maximum. This part is valued at $2,995. You will also get unique spiritual exercises that are found nowhere else because I created them, especially for this course. I learned some of it from a few physical mentors, ascended masters, and archangels. These spiritual exercises are very powerful and transformative. They're given in an audio file, so you can listen as often as you want. I suggest listening once per day for a week or more. And if you have a problem with your hearing, there's transcripts for all of this stuff. It's easily priceless, but I conservatively valued it at $695. You will get a private Facebook community support group for 12 months. This is where you can ask questions, get support from me and from other women, and make new friends and realize in your bones that you are not alone. Most courses that I have seen give Facebook support groups for only 4 months and then charge a monthly or yearly fee. I have seen others value a support community at $2,000. I'm thinking of changing this part of the membership from a 12-month to a 6-month membership and then charging a modest monthly fee of $47 or a yearly fee of $497. That's not set in stone right now. This might be the last time I'm offering this Facebook for free for an extra 6 months. But for now, I'm offering it to you for a full 12 months. And I conservatively valued it at $595. You'll get additional courses and more as I create them. The ones I have now include Resilience Rising, Overcoming Trauma and PTSD, Healing from Within, Navigating Trauma and PTSD Recovery, Ditch Your Trauma, Redefine Your Story, Transform Your Trauma into Triumph, conservatively valued at $295 each. You'll also get a series of my ebooks, including Surviving to Thriving, Your Journey to Resilience and Empowerment. This ebook contains my entire course without the live sessions, group support, of course, but you'll get all the lessons. You'll also get Radiate Joy, the Stress Resilience Blueprint, Ignite Your Inner Light. Who doesn't want to learn more how to remove obstacles to radiating joy? You will get this powerful ebook, Climbing Out of the PTSD Hole, Recover and Live the Life of Your Dreams. Whether you've had PTSD or not, you will find very useful information here. And if you want to discover if you truly have PTSD, here's an assessment PDF ebook to find out, with many tips on what to do. Climbing Out of the PTSD Hole Assessment, PTSD checklist with scoring instructions. It's a lot of stuff, isn't it? You'll also get Unlock the Life You Deserve, a step-by-step guide to freedom and fulfillment, and Awaken and Love It, 72 power meditations based on Kabbalah's 72 names of God. I love this colorful compilation of all the 72 names of God that have helped people perform miracles in the past, including helped Moses part the Red Sea. That's what Kabbalah teaches. Sounds fantastic, but that's what Kabbalists have reported for thousands of years. This ebook includes a thorough explanation plus a one-page summary for each name with a very powerful visual mantra of the name and powerful prayers to manifest your desires in each of those 72 areas. Together, all of these ebooks are valued at $94 because they're ebooks, but the wealth of knowledge and wisdom contained within them surpasses that minuscule cost. Here's a testimonial I got from someone who is a longtime Kabbalah student in Phoenix. So he wrote, "Your Awaken and Love It 72 Power Meditations are amazing and so powerful. I've been meditating on the 72 names of God for a year now, but the images you created helped me to take it to a whole new level. These are by far the best versions of the 72 names I have ever seen. Right off, they are bright and clear to look at. I can feel the light filling me when I look at them. The light power jumps out at me and makes my connection to the Hebrew letters immediate. The results of my meditation with your visual mantras are better clarity and much higher energy received. With your 72 power meditations, I can make a deeper and more meaningful connection." Thanks, Craig. So, for a limited time only, I'm offering some additional bonuses. Here's an example of a personalized identity portrait, a powerful tool for self-discovery. Your identity is a powerful foundation for your confidence, clarity, and growth. Inspired by techniques that I learned from Tony Robbins, I developed identity portraits, a transformative tool my clients have loved. As a special bonus with your input, I will create your very own personalized identity portrait, a valuable guide to help you reconnect with your strengths, values, and your authentic self. I will explain archetypes and how to break through stuck areas inside my course in Module 5. That would be a good time to ask for your personalized identity portrait. This is valued at a modest $300. In addition, the package includes a growing number of bonus worksheets valued at $100. You'll have a limited time opportunity to get a discount of 10% off my artwork, which is really priceless. There's no limit at this time to the number of paintings or prints that you can buy with this 10% discount. So check out my art at marciadiane.com. The more you spend, the more you save. I've been tithing for 10% for more than 40 years. At Mount Sinai, God directed the children of Israel to tithe 10% off the top of their income or their agricultural yield. Tithing brings prosperity and peace. I will donate 10% of our income off the top before expenses to charities that support traumatized women. This is golden. This is priceless. So here is everything that you get today in my full price program. If you haven't already gotten in my program, you will get Surviving to Thriving, the 6-module course for life. That means that you can go back to it next year, 5 years from now, as long as we still have our CRM up, this course is available to you. You'll get live weekly group sessions for 12 months. You will get unique spiritual exercises, private Facebook support community, additional courses, ebooks that I wrote, bonus worksheets, your identity, self-portrait, 10% donation to support traumatized women, and 10% off my artwork. The retail value of all this is $10,059, but if you buy this package today, it will be $497. You can go to em-course.com and my assistant will put that information in the chat for you. In the future, after you take this course, if you want more help, I plan to offer group coaching for 2 hours, twice a month for 6 months, probably $1,200. I'm just kind of giving you a heads up as to what I might charge later if after this course you still need more help. Small group coaching, which will be limited to 6 clients for 2 hours, once a week for 6 months, probably $5,200. It sound like a lot of money, but it could be really worth it for you. One-on-one coaching, which includes 1 hour plus 2 emails every week for 6 months for $10,400. I may offer QHHT sessions also as a bonus. So I'm going to briefly explain QHHT. That's quantum healing hypnosis technique. It was developed by Dolores Cannon. And in this technique, which I've been trained, I will take you to past lives so you can understand what's happening in your life and what some of your subconscious triggers that are really hard to go away are still plaguing you. You'll get in touch with 3 past lives, and then we'll take you to an in-between life where we'll talk directly to your soul to answer the questions that you want answered and talk to the Grand Council and some other fun things that we do. So that's a fun thing that I can offer you. So for a very limited time, I am offering my full course in live weekly group sessions for 4 months for 80% off. This is a smoking deal for $97. It will be available only for the first 33 women who purchase the program at $97. I think there's only 20 spots left available. So if you haven't gotten this and you want to save some money and get this program, please consider this package and hop on it and purchase it right away. In this package, you'll get Surviving to Thriving, the full course for life. You'll get live weekly coaching for 4 months. You'll get the unique spiritual exercises, the private Facebook support community, and a 10% donation that I will make to support traumatized women. I have no idea where you can invest so much you can invest so little money for so much valuable support and wisdom at such a modest fee. So if you're not already in the course, Decide which one you want. Do you want the full course or the special? Here's 2 links, and my assistant will put these links in the chat. So the full course again is $497, and the special is $97. And these prices will be guaranteed, and all the bonuses will be guaranteed until May 7th, 2025, but they might change after that. I really don't know when they're going to change. All right, so let's talk about some frequently asked questions. If you think this price is too high for the $497 program, think of this as a valuable investment in yourself and in your well-being. This course offers a life-changing tool and insights that can lead to long-term personal growth to benefit you, your family, and your community. The benefits you'll gain from the course will most likely outweigh the initial cost. What if you think, I'm not sure I can afford it right now? Think of this as prioritizing your mental health and personal development. Investing in yourself now can lead to greater opportunities and financial stability in the future. Consider the cost of not taking action. Long-term benefits of the course will outweigh any short-term financial sacrifices. If you think, I've tried similar courses before and they didn't work for me, this course takes a unique approach tailored to your specific needs, offering fresh insights and techniques. Past experiences don't necessarily dictate future outcomes. Give this course a chance to show you its effectiveness. If you don't like it, we'll refund your money after the first 14 days. If you think, I prefer traditional therapy or counseling, this course complements traditional therapy and methods and offers additional tools and perspectives for holistic healing. It provides a self-paced, empowering approach that you can integrate alongside any other forms of therapy that you choose. If you think, I'm not sure this will work for me, know that many others who were skeptical at first found significant benefits after practicing the techniques that I teach in this course. With a money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose by giving it a try. You potentially have everything to gain. I want to thank you for showing up today. I believe this is an important thing for you. I hope it is. And I want to encourage you to keep moving forward. Keep believing in your strengths and your innate beauty, because this is just the beginning of the best years of your life, no matter how old you are. Many blessings and love to you all. I look forward to getting to know you and to helping you blossom on all levels of your life and your being, in your physical life, in your emotional, physical, and spiritual life. So see you on the inside.